Created in the 1970s, the Apple company has long struggled with relentless competition from giants like Microsoft and IBM. As years progressed and Microsoft took hold of the computer world, Apple was forced to take a backseat in electronics sales. But that all changed when Steve Jobs announced plans to create a new and incredibly sleek music player. Under the direction of John Rubinstein, Apple was able to show off concept iPods only a year after it was proposed. In 2001, Apple shipped its first iPod out. The iPod revolution was born. With a super slick design and a 5 to 10 gigabyte hard drive that can hold over 1,000 songs, the iPod immediately became a hit among music lovers everywhere. In the first financial quarter of 2002, sales of iPods reached 125,000, placing Apple among the top music player makers in the world. Inspired by the success of their first release, Apple launched a second generation iPod, which added on to the list of features the old iPod had. This new version had a touch-sensitive control, a larger hard drive, and contained various other minor changes. Despite these modifications, the iPod didn't do as well as the earlier version. Undaunted, Apple continued with the next generation. This version of the iPod had a new central row of touch-sensitive buttons and had an enormous 40 gigabyte hard drive. Doing very well in sales, one more generation of iPods were sold. But it was obvious that, to increase sales, more iPods had to be created, and these included the iPod mini, which was the first iPod to offer a variety of colors. The iPod mini second generation, which easily overtook its predecessor in sales. The Shuffle, which was designed for the casual listener and was later modified to create the second generation Shuffle. The Nano, which featured an incredibly sleek design, a brighter screen, and later on a choice of 5 colors. The iPod Nano did so well in the market that variations such as the iPod Red were also sold. And the iPod Video, which is the 5th generation of the iPod and the first capable of music videos, movies, games, and much more. Apple also came out with many accessories like this speaker platform, which boosted its sales. The company is now even announcing plans to create the iPhone, a combination of the cell phone and iPod. With the creation of this new Apple marvel underway, one thing is clear: the generation of the iPod isn't going out soon.